It makes no difference whether you're in the woods during the day or at night. They can be frightening places. That is most likely why they remain a popular backdrop for horror films. A beautiful trip through the woods may be enjoyable for the entire family most of the time, unless, of course, you come across a decaying carcass or a pile of bones. So put on your hiking boots and get ready to watch this video to the end, because today we are going to talk about the top 10 creepy things found in the woods. Let's begin. Number 10. Asylum, Spirits and Gypsies. The Elfin Forest in Escondido, California accomplishes a very uncommon frightening hat trick. It contains an abandoned insane asylum, is cursed by Native American ghosts, and is cursed by Romani, the correct term for gypsies. There are several scary sights, ghostly sightings, and past violence in the forest. The woodland is home to a wicked white witch. At its center is a rock labyrinth where the Romani had regular seances. Spooked Canyon is where the Romani used to reside until they were all butchered. A mass burial place for Native American children is claimed to exist in the hills above the canyon. The unexplained children-sized footprints painted on concrete pipes in the region may be connected to the burials. Then there's Quest Haven, an abandoned psychiatric institution and its own collection of terrifying folktales. Number 9. Satanic Cult, UFO, and Bigfoot sightings. For one reason or another, the Freetown Fall River State Forest in southern Massachusetts has piqued the interest of true crime lovers and paranormal investigators. There are several stories chronicling the murder of Mary Lou Aruda, for example, or the participation of a satanic cult in another murder there. But Freetown makes the list for another unsettling reason, every creepy reason. Freetown has contributed significantly to the area's name, the Bridgewater Triangle. The area's rather unique claim is that nearly any scary occurrence you can think of has been claimed or confirmed inside its borders. UFO abductions, normal abductions, ghosts, Native American curses, Bigfoot sightings, murders, ritual sacrifices, toxic waste dumping, deformed animals, Thunderbird sightings, and even an escaped emu prowling the forest have all been reported. The most notable connection is with the satanic cult that is said to operate deep in the forest. Number 8. Devil's Tramping Ground. A mystery circle exists deep in the North Carolina forests, roughly 50 miles south of Greensboro, where no plant or tree will grow and no animals will cross its path. Despite being surrounded by miles of deep ancient forest, the ground is devoid of any life. This has been the case for as long as anyone can remember. The area is roughly 40 feet long, and people have claimed to have witnessed a variety of strange phenomena inside its boundaries. When brought inside, dogs preferred to avoid the area and whimper. Forest animals have been observed circumnavigating the area rather than traveling through it. What's the reason? According to traditional beliefs, the devil visits the 40-foot clearing every night to stop and dance. People have claimed to see red eyes gleaming there at night, and to have placed their things in the circle in the evening, only to have them tossed back out the next morning. Probably so the devil may have the ground to himself, hence the name. Number 7. Clowns. What could be scarier than spotting a clown in the midst of the forest? Some people believe that seeing a clown is frightening enough, while others believe that these party entertainers are nothing out of the norm. Even if you're not afraid of clowns, you must agree that they are somewhat frightening. Why would a clown in full costume be roaming through the woods? Even individuals who don't have coulrophobia, yes, there's an actual term for fear of clowns, would be frightened out if they came upon a clown in the middle of the woods. There was a surge of mystery clown sightings in 2016, many of which occurred in rural regions. A group of children in South Carolina even alerted their parents about a bunch of clowns that lived nearby and would try to entice them into the woods. Whether it was a sinister clown conspiracy or simply a case of mass fear, the clown sightings dominated national news before gradually cooling down. Number 6. Crooked Trees. Crooked Forest in Poland is properly named. Its trees grow all crooked and hauntingly, all with the same bends. Every tree in the forest grows straight up from the ground, then bends drastically into semicircles within a few inches before reverting to normal, perpendicular growth. An additional stranger truth is that every bend in the trees faces north. It's unclear how hundreds of pines were so uniformly bent. The trees of the Crooked Forest, unlike the Devil's Tramping Ground, which experts ascribe to a naturally occurring salt lick, remain a mystery. As one might guess, many have turned to alien influence for an explanation. Number 5. De Leon. This eerie creature, part man, part cryptid, spent years wandering the woodlands of the Mollis in Switzerland. The person dressed in a cloak, boiler suit, and gas mask never assaulted or antagonized anybody who came into contact with them, but his scary look and quiet behavior alarmed many, and the notion of walking into the woods scared the local youngsters. The identity of the ghostly person is unknown, but for whatever reason they've decided to live alone, covering their face and avoiding human contact. In 2013, a report suicide letter from whoever was hiding behind the cloak and mask was discovered, in which they expressed fears that they would be hunted down, ending their tale on a tragic note. Number 4. Burial spot for bodies. Epping Forest's vastness and density have made it a favorite refuge for outlaws and an infamous burial site for bodies. In the early 1700s, notorious highwayman Dick Turpin sheltered there, and more than a dozen murder victims have been unearthed there since the 1960s. It's no surprise that the forest has a reputation for eerie sounds and ghostly apparitions, including Turpin himself. Some believe that if you travel to Hangman's Hill and park in neutral, your automobile will be gradually hauled uphill. Even if you don't believe in the mythology, the mere sight of the forest will send shivers up your spine. Because of the Epping Forest Act in 1878, the pollard trees haven't been trimmed since the late 1800s, giving them an extremely overgrown and bulbous appearance. Number 3. Disturbing dolls fill the forest. As if woods weren't creepy enough on their own, this one near Mexico City's Xochimilco canals is covered in dolls that dangle from the trees. According to mythology, the island's custodian hung the first doll to mourn a little girl who had perished on the island. The doll was thought to be hers. The caretaker then felt as though he was being tormented by the girl's soul, so he kept stringing dolls up in an attempt to appease her. After 50 years and a plethora of dolls, he is said to have drowned in the same area where the girl did. The island has since grown in popularity as a tourist attraction. The dolls are said to move their eyes, heads, and limbs, and that they are inhabited by spirits according to visitors. Number 2. Spooky clearing. In Romania's Huabacui Forest, there is a strange clearing where nothing has ever grown. It seems appropriate that a haunted woodland in Romania would be located near Cluj-Napoca, the unofficial capital of the country's Transylvania region. Huabacui became regarded as an unsettling sight when a military technician captured what he believed was a UFO in a section of the woodland known as the clearing in 1968. For decades, visitors and residents, even scientists, have been perplexed by the clearing. According to government records, it is a location where nothing grows and has never grown. Even worse, the trees that do grow in the forest grow in strange patterns, zigzags and spirals that no one has ever been able to explain. Visitors who are brave enough can visit the forest at night. However, many have experienced strange feelings of uneasiness or sickness, as well as the sensation of being watched. Number 1. Witches and werewolves. The Schwarzwald, or Black Forest, is a dark, wet conifer forest in southern Germany. The name of the forest derives from the fact that its trees tend to block out sunlight, blurring the distinction between night and day. The name of this woodland is already menacing, but the Brothers Grimm added to its eerie reputation by putting several of their fairy tales there. The Black Forest, located in southern Germany and surrounded by the Rhine River, is as beautiful as it is dark, and it is supposed to be home to paranormal beings ranging from witches to werewolves. The region is famous for the peculiar manner its residents celebrate Carnival by dressing up as witches, devils, terrifying spirits, and animals. Its oppressive atmosphere prompted by the Brothers Grimm to put some of their scarier stories there. Most famously, the size and density of the forest inspired the brothers to write Hansel and Gretel, a tale that begins with two children becoming hopelessly lost in a crowded wood. This assertion is bolstered by the fact that some of the trails carved into the Schwarzwald are claimed to be the oldest in the world, and their twisted, crumbling faces bear witness to this. This brings us to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Which of these creepy things spooked you the most? Tell us in the comments. If you liked watching this video, click on the link given to check out the video as well. Please subscribe our channel for more content like this, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our new videos. See you in the next one soon. Thanks for watching.